Hey there, welcome. I'm super excited you're here with me today. My name is Cindy Lish, and I empower career changers and those returning to the workforce to find amazing jobs that match their current why. Okay, today is part two of a four-part series on getting started in your job search. So I hope you caught part one last week where we were finding the right jobs. Now, we should be up to date today. We're talking about resumes. If you missed part one, go back and watch it. Okay, so now your resume. So you now have one job posting in front of you, just one, because you're going to target your resume every single time for each job. Okay, just to review, that doesn't mean that you're only going in one direction. You absolutely positively can apply for jobs in multiple fields, and I encourage you to do that. Okay, you will be very glad that you did. Most of my clients are in a position to choose, and they're able to weigh the options between multiple positions, multiple fields. Okay, but when you're doing the resume, it's one at a time. You're looking at the resume, your resume, you're putting together your resume, and you're looking at the job posting. The job posting is your key, right? It is a list of this is what we want. They're telling you these are the things we're looking for, okay? Your goal, okay, your job is to show them that you have done what they're asking for. And it's okay if it's parallel. It's okay, right? Those quote unquote transferable skills. Just show them that you have done what they're looking for. Okay. Include numbers as often as possible, values, and it doesn't have to be exact, but you certainly know if you gave 10 presentations or 100 plus presentations, right? You know if you led a team of about 40 or if you led a team of 400, okay? You are aware of these generalities in numbers, okay? If you saved money, did you save hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars? You know, you can estimate and give the reader a pretty good indication of the value of what you did. So you want to include numbers as often as possible. You want to leave out industry-specific jargon, and every industry has them. So every industry is going to have maybe proprietary computer skills. It's going to have words and language that's only used for that industry. Leave those off. Think about another way of explaining what you're talking about without using words that other people would be clueless about if they're not in that industry. Okay. Think about where you have made a difference and the value that you have added as you are writing these bullet points. So it's not just that you did something, but how well did you do it? And what was the result of what you've done? Okay. Imagine this. Third grade teacher prepares students for state math and ELA exams. Okay, it's part of the job, right? But if there's 10 years experience preparing over 300 students for math and ELA exams, with 100% of the students passing the test and 89% of them getting whatever the highest grade is in your state, okay? Right? In my state, that's a 4. So if you have that listed there, well, now I know how well you did this. Do you understand? We've quantified it. So you want to give the value for everything that you are doing. Okay. You want to look through your resume and see what's important here. Right? We've all done so much in our lives, right? You know, we don't get to this stage in our lives that we don't have, a good amount of experience, right? We've done a lot of things in our lives, but not all of it is relevant to the job we're applying for. And that could be painful to take things out because you're like, well, that was a big part of what I did. Yes. But if it's not a big part of the other job, then we're not going to include it. Right? Think about that. You have a limited amount of space to impress somebody with what you have done. So you want to use that space to impress them with the things that they care about. Okay. If they don't care about it, if it's not relevant to that job, leave those items off of your resume. Okay. You want to have an impactful summary, right? A summary rather than an objective. A summary is what you bring to the table. An objective is what you're looking for yourself. I am looking for a position. Again, the resume is not about you. I'm sorry. The resume, yes, the resume is not about what you are looking for. It's about what you can bring to the table for this employer, right? You are marketing yourself and saying, hey, this is what I am. This is how great I am. This is what I've accomplished. This is why you want to talk to me. This is why I'm your next best thing. That's what your resume is showcasing. Okay, so you want to do those things. You want to put your education on. If you have recent education within the past 5 years, you can put that up on top. If your education is a while ago, put it down at the bottom because it's not relevant, right? It's important because they want to see that you have certain degrees, but it's not the most relevant thing if you have, substantial job experience. Okay. Amount of pages of resumes comes up a lot. 95% of my clients have 2-page resumes. So it can be 1 page if you are very new and only have a couple years work experience. But if you've been working for more than a couple years, most probably you are going to have a 2-page resume. Okay, so you want to put this together. You want to make sure that when you read that resume afterward and you look at that job posting, that you have shown that you have the technology skills, the hard skills, and the soft skills that they are looking for this position. Okay, follow that up with a really great cover letter, where you're researching that company before you write that cover letter and you are delivering a wow cover letter. If your cover letter could be written by anybody, it's not a good cover letter. This is something special about you. It's why are you totally freaking awesome for this job? And it could be something about you. It could be something about your parallels to this company or this nonprofit. It could be your passion for them. But it's really a wow about you. It's not a cookie cutter, because then there's no point. Okay. Cover letters that are wow make a difference. Okay, so now let's review. We found the jobs that we're interested in. Now we're working on targeting resume and cover letter. Okay, do that work. I'll catch you next week. Always remember you're a warrior. Have a super productive week. We'll reconvene in a week. Bye-bye.